following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to our man Al in Homosassa. What's going on, brother?
Isn't it wonderful? I went ahead and invested in your Tiger dollars, and I went ahead and got the gold report for a year, and also your morning your call letter and stuff like that. And I got over a 50% return in one day, not counting everything else. But I just want to thank you. Tom's not perfect, but he tells you how to put your stops in, and he keeps your losses small. You can take your small losses, but then all of a sudden you'll be like Dave Ruth, and you'll hit a home run. I mean, a big home run.
Yeah.
And put the money in your pocket.
Okay, brother. You're awesome, man. Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's making a great night, a great month, man. June 3rd. Gotta love it. Don't make assumptions. Let your life be transformed. When you stop making assumptions, your word becomes impeccable, and your life will completely transform. Magic just happens in your life. What you need comes to easily because the Spirit moves freely through you. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 21, NASDAQ off 131, S&P's off 15, gold contract down $35.80, traded at $18.74 an ounce. You got silver off 67 cents, $27.53 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 12 cents, $68.72 a barrel, notes and bonds. The 10-year note down 10 ticks, trading 132.17. The 30-year off 14 ticks at 157.21. And King Dollar's caught a bid up 594 ticks, trading 90.502. The euro is at 121. The yen is at 110.29, and the British pound is at 140 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have out here? Okay, so if we take a look at this S&P, what you're going to see is that you had, well, first we had a SPY that gets down to a price point of 416.28. You rejected lower price. You're at 418.88. You've done 45 million shares. Bottom line, you're coming into 51 million, 75 million. What's that 75 million? 416.62. Yeah, so there you go. So that's going to be the highs of the trading day of the 20th. So jobs number tomorrow morning, folks. Bottom line, it's telling me that the S&Ps are going to try to get into and test the high again. This is going to be really wild, man. We'll see if we get the test of the highs. But that's the way that this is set up thus far. That being said, as I said many times, the NQ's different ball game. Totally different ball game, too. The NQ's right now, the futures are down 131. We're at 13,540. And now the 13,540 is 90 points over the high, so of the low today. You know, we got down to this 13,462. That being said, yeah, I can see a little bounce, but the bounce in the NQs, I suspect, will only get to like a 620 or something. Right now, we're at 540. So that's 120 points. You know, it'd be like, okay, you can go to the lows of the last trading of last week. That's kind of how I'm looking at that. Small caps. We go take a look at the IWM. They're not done going up either. Bottom line, they rejected 224. You're at 226. Bottom line, you get this 230 that's kind of hanging out here, looks to get tested. I don't expect the highs on the small caps, but what I do expect is that 230 can get hit. Gold. We go take a look at the gold contract out here, GC. Gold contract, we came down hard and fast, 263,000 contracts traded. We are at 1874, so its game here, and the gold is 1846. That's where we broke out from on the, let's see, why can't this come up? It drives me crazy when this happens. The dates disappear on me. Okay, so that's the 17th. Bottom line, that can get down to the 17th. Now, that being said, the gold equities are in a different ball game altogether. If we go to look at the GDX, what you're going to see inside the GDX is that this is a classic time in the trade, man. You're right back to the breakout area. The breakout area inside the GDX, okay, was out here. You did 44 million shares. You had a low of $38.13. We've done 19 million shares today. It's already rejected $38 and a penny. You know, so to me, what that's saying is that, guess what? Bottom line, you rejected the lower price out here. You came back to the breakout area. That's saying that once again, you're going to go into higher price. Notes and bonds. We take a look at the note and bond market. Excuse me, folks. We have the note and bond market, which is unusual today, but that's also telling me that, guess what? This thing wants higher price, meaning the S&P wants higher price. So inside the 10-year note, you come down with 100, with a million contracts. I think you're going into 1,000,003 or something, though. You're going into an outrageous number. Okay. Actually, it's 3 million. You're going into 3 million, and you're going into 1.8 million. 1.8 million, that low there was 131.20. We're at 131.19. That's still saying higher price coming at us. Good old King Dollar. Now, King Dollar has done many times. It's caught the bid, but yet can't hold the bid. Now, it's holding the bid today. That's the real bottom line. Oops, look at that. Unreal. Sorry. After all that, the charts weren't up. Okay, so here they go, folks. Sorry about that. That's sad. Okay, so here, I'm going to go back to the GDX quick on this so you can see the GDX. So the GDX, first off, that's right back to the breakout area. You're going to see that I rejected the $38.13. You're at $38.26 right now. And then, oh, good old King Dollar. So but we have a King Dollar. King Dollar out here. Excuse me, folks. 588.6. That's how much you're up. First time, well, not the first time. Okay, we can go all the way back to April 30th. Each time that we have a nice day like this, it lasts 1 or 2 days and gives up again in spades. We'll see if that's going to happen again. Bottom line, it looks to me like King Dollar first is going to go up to 90.900, which is another half a penny or 500 ticks. We'll see whether it can hold. That's the real bottom line. Or does it do what it's done the last 2 times? The last 2 times it only lasted for 1 day. The third time, going back into the beginning of May, what it did do, it laid up there for 3 days before that baby pulled back. But bottom line, folks, what you have out here is that you pulled back this morning, rejected lower price, you have lighter volume, market's going higher again. S&P wants to test the highs. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrials up 5. NASDAQ down 121. S&P's off 12.5. We'll come right back.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the market's open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right. information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 3. NASDAQ is down 127. S&P's down 13. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Don't forget, folks, Basil does an outstanding show here every trading day, 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, very easy to get Basil's newsletter, folks. Just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to go into newsletters. You're going to see it right on the left-hand side. You just hit subscribe. You can get Basil's call for 1 month for $149, 6 months for $695, which is a savings of $199 or 22%. 1 year for $11.95, which is a savings of $593 or 33%. Now, they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. What Basil has on his page also is approximately 10 to 12 full-blown workshops that he's done. You want to understand the markets, you want to understand the Chapman wave, you want to ride that baby up and down, guess what? Real easy to do. Come over, test drive his newsletter. You're going to get all of that right here, right now. Basil Chapman, what's going on, brother?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, thank you.
How about this market, huh? Rejected lower price, right, man?
Yeah, we were down very sharply. All the indices were down, and the Dow's come back over 300 points. The S&P's come back over 30 points. So what I've been discussing for a little while, and certainly with my subscribers, is I've been saying we've got a rotational correction going on, and it's very selective. And my suspicion is until the market really gets used to the fact that you're going to have these particular sectors that, like the kind of Robin Hood type stocks that suddenly scream to the upside, like a GameStop.
Yeah, Best Buy, AMC,
yeah, so
right.
That, in a sense, takes away money that would normally go to other areas. So the market's just kind of getting used to this, but we're going to have to face facts. This is going to be the normalization of the market over the coming months. So you can see in the chart I've got on the left side here is the Dow Daily Chart, and you can see the struggle. We've got these doji candles for the last 3-4 sessions moving to the upside, but kind of struggling, and then a nice reversal today to the upside. So basically what we're looking at is very selective, and for my subscribers to my opening call, I'm trying to be as selective as possible. Got some under-the-radar stocks. We still have our stocks like a Bank of America, which we've had for some time, or in the 31s. It's trading at the 43s right now, actually at a high, not an all-time high, but close to an all-time high, at a high right now at 43.25. So that speaks to the rotational aspect of the market. But at the same time, just going back to the Dow, you can see that the weekly chart has held very nicely, but it is under the all-time high of 35,091. If you look at the S&P, under the all-time high of 4238.04, got real close 3 days ago, running nicely, still 13 points lower today. But the attempt in the weekly charts is saying that the technicals of the weekly chart are still strong enough to say that there's residual strength and there's an attempt to get to new all-time highs. So I think that that's very important. At the same time, you've got certain stocks that are showing tendencies that I like to look at in terms of just the overall knowledge of what the market does. For instance, we bought a stock the other day, RBLX. Roblox, that is, a corporation does gaming platforms, game creation. And I said, if this thing can get to the 95 area, very often stocks that go to 95 very quickly go to 105. This is just my experience. It's not like I've done a statistical analysis. It's just kind of what my background experience is. So we read it. It went to the 93s, and 2 days yesterday it hit 103.92. So I'm trying to use some of the experience that we've got for the stocks that I like. For instance, this does gaming platform and game creation. Now, I don't know too much about it, but I do know that they are becoming quite an essential part of the whole platform for gaming. And I think that that's important. So as I say, it's kind of under the radar, kind of off the major screens. So I think that this is the kind of stock that we're looking at. We're looking at sectors that probably are not on everyone's focus. We've been long the DBA, pulled back today, but this is the DB Agricultural Fund. Anyone going to a grocery store lately knows that wheat and corn and soybean, everything's going up. So I suspect that in the longer term, even though it's got a short-term top in place, the DB Agricultural Fund will be going higher. The monthly chart is only in leg B. And talking about monthly charts, we just closed, let me just go to the S&P. We just closed May, we've begun June, and look how close we are to extending this leg B in the monthly chart. And in the Chapman wave, we're always looking for at least 4 higher peaks. That would take us to a leg D. So that looks out and says over the period of 2021, we should be looking at higher highs. Just being a little cautious and somewhat selective here, because even stocks that you think are doing well, there's some kind of surprise that comes out, and they can get really blasted very quickly. So I'm trying to be as selective as possible. We've got some cash on the sidelines. I kind of like the position we're in right now.
So Basil, what do you think about inflation, not inflation, just in general? Do you know what I mean?
Well, one of the things that I look at, and I've looked at for years, is it's not what you and I think of in terms of inflation. It's what does the Fed count? What do they look at? And I think that it might have changed over the last couple of months, but overall, they've been looking at the construct that they use doesn't really speak to the kind of inflation that most people in their day-to-day lives experience. I mean, just about everything, insurance, you can name it.
Right.
Everything is higher. So to deny that there's inflation, to deny that there's at least 2 or 3% inflation is silly. It is.
The reason I'm asking is that, like, after this segment, I'm going to do a segment on housing, and I'm going to show you the folks how much this has gone up, and it's exponential. And I don't agree. What I'm going to show you, I'll go through it. I'm not going to, I'll show you the numbers that I agree with and don't agree with. But the bottom line is that in my lifetime, I've never seen when someone can get pricing power, I haven't seen them gone down. Do you know what I mean? It's like a car doesn't go to $30,000 and then all of a sudden 2 years later it's $25,000.
But think proportionally, when you got your first house and what you were earning.
Oh my God. That
differential. I don't care how they want to assess it. that has changed dramatically.
Well,
I
the
think people need a
differential,
lot
my
more
first
money.
house happened to be in South Boston. So my first house, Basil knows this number, it's sick, is $14,000. Now it's $2 million.
And if you think of the earning power, people's wages, there is such a divergence between the number that you mentioned now and what people are earning to be able to afford the $2 million.
Yeah.
It's just that has to be considered. Really, that's inflation at its core, because most young people at some point consider getting a house.
There's no doubt.
That's really important, yeah. So, there's a thing called TIP. Tips, the tip. I always thought that TIP measured inflation. It doesn't. It does something completely different. They talk about it as an inflationary vehicle, but I don't think it is.
And folks, it's very easy to get Basil's newsletter. Go to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters. You can see the opening call right on the left-hand side. Basil, thanks so much, man. Have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other tigers and tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 8, NASDAQ down 125, S&P's down 12. Now, we just talked about inflation. We're going to go through this. This is a pretty cool article, folks, okay? This is a real article. Bloomberg did this article, and this article here, I'll open this up a little. Now, I'm going to walk you through it, but you can also go to Bloomberg and search this article so you can basically go through it yourself, because my take, inflation's here, period. Like, I mean in spades, too, okay? So building a home in the U.S. has never been more expensive, okay? that's the title of the article. And what this is that you had a couple Bloomberg writers go to, is it Idaho? Yeah, one second. Yeah, it's Idaho. So right now, in this Idaho, folks, is one of the hottest markets in the whole country. So they not only went there, they went to a good-sized builder, and the builder actually opened their books to Bloomberg. And when you see these numbers are scary. And I'll bring you through what the numbers are actually in the Tampa Bay area simultaneously. Okay, real time. Okay, so that's the top of the article. Okay, so if we start first, foundation concrete slabs. Now, what happens here is that they're going from 2019 going to 2021. In this particular case, this builder is saying that his cost went up 104%, just the foundation. So when you're building a house, folks, the biggest cost of a foundation in Florida, the windows, big number. They run kind of about the same, meaning very expensive, all hurricane windows. So foundation cost up 104%. Lumber, 262%. Now, what happens with lumber is this. I build with block, okay? So what happens, lumber does go up. Plywood's expensive. You know, if you're putting 3/4-inch plywood down first before we're putting hardwood down or whatever, yeah, it's there. The lumber cost for what I build is not extraordinary. The truss cost does go up, but because it's block, different ballgame. But there's plenty of people that just build with sticks, and that's a big number. And these are real numbers, too, because this comes out of his books. Trusses are up 146%. That's going to be flat out all wood. That comes down to. Drywall insulation, 26%. You can see that's not a killer. Next one, plumbing, HVAC, electrical, 49%. 2 years, 49%. These are all. Let me put it this way: these are very expensive prices compared to what we're doing in Florida. That's for sure. These prices. I'll go through this. Our prices have not gone up that dramatically. Paint, 68%. Yeah, I can see that. Sherwin-Williams, that's why Sherwin-Williams is Sherwin-Williams. Next, trim material and cabinets, 68%. Appliances, 65%. Cost of a finished home to a buyer, up 61%. Now, what this guy did, he's showing that what also happens, the cost of the house. When you see the cost of this house, man, the cost of this house went up dramatically. And he actually got the cost of the house, too, which is went from like $669 to like $900. So, to me, when you actually look at this, you're going to see that I don't see those costs going down, number one. When we look at this again, though, here, I'll give you a real market deal, like right here. Right now, the last time that I ordered appliances, let's see, I don't know, about 15 days ago. And I had to order appliances for 4 houses that got pre-sold. Bottom line, they're not getting done until next February. They're getting done now, but move in February. I was lucky enough that I've been dealing with these folks plenty of time. You order them as quick as you can so you don't get the price increase. And, of course, any company, especially big companies, they always want bread up front. But if you can do it, which we did. Okay, so that being said, bottom line, these move-ins are February 1st. Okay, there's not going to be a problem. Well, listen to this. From 20 days ago to this morning, so this morning I'm ordering more appliances, right? The bottom line is that if I order appliances right now, listen how sick this is, that they won't guarantee them until next March. Yes, you heard that right. I thought I was hearing things, okay? So the appliance business has just gone from 6 months to 8.5 months. Insane. Totally insane, right? In Florida, our block prices haven't gone up that dramatically. What has gone up, no doubt, the wood has gone up, the help has gone up, the cost of the house has definitely gone up. And, you know, when you basically look at the aspect is, okay, are we in inflation, not in inflation? We're in inflation, man. And so what happens with inflation also is this. So picture this, folks. What happens with inflation is that it's a perception, okay? as you and I perceive that prices are going to go higher, we buy. And that's exactly what I've done. Okay? So I'm buying out front a year ahead of time and don't have anything sold. Okay? You know, I build spec anyway, okay? But the bottom line is that when you start building like that and you're buying for 4 or 6 houses at a time, it's 100, 200 G's at a time that you're putting out. And my take on that is that I want to get these so I know my pricing structure. And as we go forward, as soon as I heard this morning, that it's 10 months. If they think housing is expensive right now, folks, and you can't get appliances for 10 months, I can tell you flat out that most builders, the prices are going to go astronomical. They have to, because guess what? Most builders can't turn around and order that far out. That's just not how the business runs. What most happens is that they need a number sold in order to do it. These prices are going higher. So we'll see how the whole baby shakes out. But it looks to me like the writing's on the wall. And the writing's particularly on the wall because of the perception. Because what's going on right now, like we put in hardwood floor. I give people a choice of hardwood floors, epoxy floors, or tile, okay? So what ends up happening is that, let's say that someone wants a certain floor, and I have someone that wants a certain floor right now. Well, in order to basically get the best deal on that floor, what are you going to do? Well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to first see if I can get the deal, and I will put that bread out ASAP. There's no such thing as like waiting for a week. I don't even want to wait a freaking week. That ain't even close. If I on the last order of appliances, if I waited another 2 or 3 days, guess what? It'd be another 15%. And when you're talking 15%, we put in Wolf Kitchen, Sub-Zero. You know, you're talking about expensive kitchens. You're talking about every 10% is it's $2,000 or $3,000. So the bottom line is that you get the gist of it. Once the perception is in, and I can tell you that my perception's already in, that we're here, so that is when inflation really starts taking off. Because what everyone does is says, I got to buy this now because tomorrow it's going to be more expensive. We bring that into the marketplace, guess what? Higher prices don't buy you more, but we are going to have higher prices. Dow Industrial's up 21, NASDAQ down 121, S&P's off 10. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 18, and Nasdaq is down 131. S&Ps are up 11.5. Let's go up to our man, Frank in Gloucester. Frank, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you doing, Tommy?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Yeah, doing fine.
Well, you're sitting in the right spot now for the next 6 months.
Oh, yeah, you got that right. The weather just turned great.
I love it.
So, we're fine. A lot of people crowding into Cape Ann for vacations.
I bet. Yeah. You get that nice little downtown up there, man. And you know what happens, folks, okay? You hear this with me and Frank all the time. This happens to be one of my favorite places, though, in Massachusetts. When you're in Massachusetts, folks, what happens is that when you actually go up the coast, and even from the water, you're going to see how gorgeous it is. And what happens, what's really intriguing, Frank, how high it gets there. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it just goes all the way up, man. And pretty cool, man.
It's on Gloucester is at the end of a big bedrock peninsula that's kind of narrow. It's maybe 5-6 miles across, but it goes 14 miles out to sea.
Yeah.
And, boy, when you're at the end, it's just I rode to my son's house in Reading the other day. I left it here. It was 68 degrees. I got there, it was 90 degrees. So
that's how cool it is, folks. And the rock is freaking incredible, man. I mean, it's something else, man. It really is.
Yeah, the bedrock is, they used to quarry it a lot. They don't so much anymore. But, it's a good, hard New England granite.
Yeah, I love it. So we are going to go look at pine, right? Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, and tell me if I'm barking up the wrong tree here. I can see it's a low-volume ETF. But, you know me, it's paying a good dividend.
Yeah.
And I was in it at 1814 at the beginning of last month, and things were looking great up till yesterday. And this morning I woke up and it fell out of bed, something about an offering or something like that, which maybe you can understand better than I.
So they're doing a secondary. It's 17, it looks like 1795. Let me just see what it is. 1785. Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, no, what's that? Okay, actually, they don't have what they're going to do it at. Interesting. Here, give me 1 more second. 1 second. So they're doing a secondary for cash. Now, here we go. Here's the pricing. Okay. Okay, so the offering is going to be closed June 7th. They're offering $49.8 million to $57 million.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's okay. What happens is that it's not. Yeah, it doesn't have the price here yet. That's what. So what happens with a secondary, folks? Okay, is that they don't have the pricing in it. And that you can see that this gap down $1.50 today. Because what ends up happening is that when they do a secondary, most times what they set up, Frank, is that they already get a broker dealer that will buy it all. There's going to be almost guaranteed a profit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So what ends up happening is that they short the equity knowing that they are going to get shares. This is how deviant the market is, folks. Okay.
Rats.
Yeah. That's. I mean, it's.
But does that create support right there at the offering price?
Yes, for sure. Because what also ends up happening is that this cash does go, bottom line, right into their treasury. Now, more than likely, what they're doing is they're paying at 5.52%, and they probably need money in order to pay the dividends. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how this thing shakes out. That's how it normally shakes out. It says here that they upsized the offering, and that's good. I mean, the bottom line, you want all these companies, particularly if you own it, to have as much cash as possible. You know what I'm? That's the other side of it. So it's not the end of the world. I mean, you get a high volume high. That's going to be a high volume high. Let's see.
Yeah, it was pushing into that with higher volume.
And this is what's not. Now watch how deviant this is, folks. This is still going to be pushing into that with high volume because we only traded $1. 1876 to 1776, and yeah, that's a lot for a $17 stock. But you can see that you're really still pushing into that high of $20.18. So it's not a bad setup, Frank. I mean, I don't see this thing falling apart. Let me just see. So this is
that's good.
A single tenant. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So watch how this works. So the company owns and operates a single tenant commercial property. Now, this here, folks, okay, this is really important to wrap your head around. When you go buy malls and you go buy everything else, and then what you're going to see is that the out parcels, the out parcels end up being, whether it's a Chipotle or a restaurant, a bank, anything like that. That's what they get involved in. And what I've seen, Frank, that's a great business, man. This is not a business that you're owning malls. This is a business that, it's a single tenant. You're the out parcel of the tenant. So what happens is that the out parcel, to me, and you'll see this, folks, the bigger stores are always there, and they're not going away, man. I mean, that's the bottom line. There's going to be some deals out there, and, they get enough money, they'll get more deals. So.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Interesting.
Cooking, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And folks, if you didn't hear Dave White's show today, right? If you're in the metal market, you want to hear the show. He had Tim Ord on. If you know Tim and I go back to 1995, okay? Long time, actually, 1994. He did a great job analyzing the gold market. And what Tim does a lot of different ratios. And if you will just, if you're these are technical ratios, but this was laid out really well. Dave did 3 segments with him, so don't forget, the program's archived. I'm telling you flat out, it is well worth it. And even if you're not in the metal market, I would listen to it so that you can understand how certain technicians look at markets. And Tim has not only a huge amount of experience, I love the way that he basically looks at markets. When you do ratios, and you've been doing it as long as he's been doing it, you pick up things that no one picks up at all, okay? So check it out. There's three segments out there. Dow Industrials right now up 8 or down 8. Nasdaq's off 138. S&Ps are off 13. We go back to that S&P and take a look at it. Jobs number tomorrow. Looks to me like this baby is going to try to get into higher price. Boeing. A couple of tigers want to take a look at Boeing out here. Boeing right now trading 250, 37. Boeing, bottom line, has that high volume high at 278. So that thing is game. That's how this is shaking out. That's another $25. And it's gonna take a while to get through that downdraft, but that thing is game. 278, you're at 250. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 19, Nasdaq's off 139, S&Ps are off 14. If we go take a look at the volume out here today, you're going to see in the NYSE, oh, look at this, man. So you're going to have, we're at 705 million. That means that we might do $1 billion. You contracted, and you contracted with lower volume, big time there. Let's go look at the Nasdaq. Now, the composite hasn't. See, the composite's a different animal. This composite, as well as the Dow, looks to me like it wants to come back. And when we actually look at the composite, you know, this to me would not be a rejection of lower price out here today. Also, this is a gap lower. Yeah, this one's lower price, man. Man, there's going to be some heavy divergence tomorrow morning. You better get some good sleep tonight, folks, because tomorrow morning is going to be a trip. Just looking at this thing, because the way that the composite is in the NDX 100 is saying that, guess what, man, you can gap down again. And the S&P is just the opposite, man. The S&P is saying, you know, that, well, it's going to get interesting, too, because the way we're closing out here, this is going to be crazy, man. Yeah, the way we're closing out here, let me see. The way we're closing out here, even in the S&P, so you're down $16 right now. That's saying that baby can, yeah, this can go lower too. This just might be, so right now you're down $15. You're at 4191. Yeah, and 4190 is where you want to close over. there's going to be a battle to close over that 4-1. And where I'm going with that, folks, that is the lows of the high that was generated out here on Tuesday. It's 41.90. If you close over it, bottom line, yeah, this is subtle, but that is saying that, guess what? You can basically get the higher price. You know, you close underneath that, that is saying, guess what? Bottom line, this thing wants down to 41.36. So you're going to talk some real action. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like an ace big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Please tell your friends to go to YouTube, search TFNN. Tommy kicks us off 9 a.m. Great show. Check it out. Go get them, folks.
Building wealth.